What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another episode of Simple Builds. The car is in disarray right now. The fenders are pulled off, but good news, they're in the wrap shop finally. So the fenders are getting wrapped, but today we're going to be talking about how much money did I actually spend on this big black turd. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you guys a breakdown, how much it costs to repair it, how much I put in cosmetic upgrades, and also how much I put into performance upgrades. So let's jump right into it. Start off with repairs. How much did it take for me to take this thing from the Copart auction to get it running, drivable, and pretty much a good daily car? I got a list here. I'm going to read it off, basically everything that it costs. I got it all written down. I purchased this car in last August 28th in 2020. So that's a little bit over a year now, about a year and 2 months, right? September, October, November. A year and 3 months. I don't know, something like that. Basically, we started off. It wasn't in too bad condition. It was rebuilt title, and it had 101,000 miles. Right now I put about 10,000 miles on it since then, which is pretty average, so around 110 something thousand miles. I left off the Copart auction with this car for $6,038. I bought it for $5, and then Copart fees were about $1,000. So started off with an air filter and spark plugs. That was $60. Then we went to interior LEDs. That was another $60. Touch-up pens for some touch-up around the car. That was $20. I wrapped the hood, which was $50. Ordered a rocker panel cover that was missing. That was another $50. Fog lights were $33. The coolant flush and oil change, that was $150. I could have done it myself, but I was trying to expedite everything, make it fast. Buff and compound, did some correction myself. That was $65. Needed a new throttle body. That was $75. Some lug nuts, that was $40. The front right lower ball joint needed to be replaced. So that was $125. It just replaced the whole control arm. The bumper on the front needed to be repainted and some body work. That was $150. The headlight restoration kit was $25. Needed to do that. Looked great afterwards. I recommend that to anyone. The purge valve, which the car kept sputtering after getting filled up with gas, that was $160. And then the last thing that I needed to get this thing like a good, reliable daily driver was $250 pads and rotors. So I swapped those out, and after that I didn't really have much issues. I mean, I loved it. I did some mods here and there, some cosmetics, and then just drove it around. But that's how much it costs as far as the just getting it back to repairable and a daily driver and in good condition. So all in, we were about at $1,163 for those repairs, and that brings my total to $7,201. So that's to get a running daily, super fun daily driver Fiesta ST, completely fixed up. It had its minor things here and there, but that's pretty much all it needed. But now let's jump into performance mods. So we're gonna go into the performance modifications, see how much I spent on that, and what my new total is. So for that, let's head to the new location. Let's talk about some performance upgrades. I started with a 3-inch catback. That came with the car. The guy before me had done that. But I think, if I were to put a guesstimate on it, probably somewhere around $300 for that. The rear motor mount was $100. High flow catted downpipe, that cost $100. I bought that used. I bought a lot of things used here for performance-wise to save a buck, and I've had absolutely no issues. So if you're comfortable with that, then save some money and do it that way. My Cobb access port was used. That was $300. I bought some different Dizzy tunes over the year that I've had the car, and those all came out to around $650. The Depot 3-inch front mount intercooler, that was around $300. The Mishimoto expansion tank with my discount that they gave me from a partial sponsorship, that was $175. I have a Whoosh Ram air intake, that was used. I bought that used, that was $100. The Whoosh crossover pipe, about $100, that was used as well. Mountune induction pipe, that was also used, that was about $100. The Puma Speed X47R Hybrid Turbo, I bought that used, shout out to my buddy Miguel. That was $1,100, and that came with the high flow turbo elbow and also the Turbo Smart 11 PSI wastegate actuator. To get the turbo installed, shout out to Case House Performance, that was about $375. The Go Fast Bits diverter valve, I had to buy that. That was $150. I also bought a short shifter, which is like a cheap one, but you know, you don't have to go crazy on those. $50, bolts in, 3 bolts, pretty easy. Definitely recommend that mod. And some H&R lowering springs. That was $150. I guess that'll go with performance because handling and I don't know. Basically, the total of all of that rounds up. I'll let you guys take a guess before I give you the answer. Everything there cost $4,050. So all the performance upgrades into this Fiesta to get it where it is now, super fun. And it's around 300 horsepower with the E30 that I just started to get figured out. I'm on my second revision, so you guys will see some E30 numbers soon. But it's about 300 horsepower, handles awesome, feels great. I need to do some more suspension parts, but that's next. So that brings my new total to, drum roll, medium-sized drum roll, because the final result's going to be a big drum roll. There was about $11,251 total. So let's go to the next location and I'll share with you how much all the cosmetic upgrades cost. And I think you guys are going to be pretty surprised. So let's jump over to that. Okay, let's get to it. I had a great time building it, and we're still not done. Got a ton of stuff to go. You guys want to see the progress? You got all the playlists on my page. Also, before I forget to mention, before I give you the total cost of the cosmetic and the total build cost, I just opened a new Discord server, which I want all you guys to jump in there and go crazy in there. It's super fun. Everyone can join in, talk cars. You know, you'll have all my updates on there first. Discord is the best way to just connect with all you guys the fastest, and in several different chats, so I can kind of tailor it to what I need to. So join that Discord, you won't regret it. It'll be a lot of fun. You can get entered into my giveaway build series just by being active in that chat, in that general chat where you chat with everyone. So join that Discord server. New clothing coming to the site. Without further ado, let's finish up this video here with the cosmetic mods. We left off in the last spot around $11,251. So everywhere down to the smallest thing, like a key fob cover, that was $50. It was a carbon fiber one. Absolutely love it, from the Ford Bible. Those guys are cool. Got some headlight eyebrows. They were $30. We made some DIY side skirts. You know I love DIY stuff. I made that video for you guys, and you followed along as I made these. Those were about $30, I think, if I remember, maybe a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure they were around $30. Sequential turn signals were around $35. Tire lettering was $75 for some actual decent tire lettering. The mud flaps were about $80, but I don't have the mud flaps on here anymore, so you can include that if you want to. Wing risers were $40. The hood vents were about $20. I also have a DIY video on that. The custom LED strip headlights were $20. Those made a huge difference. The yellow ST overlays from the TonyAnderson.com. That's the hookup for those. Those badge overlays were $20. The custom engine cover, that made a video on that for you guys, DIY, $20. The taillight tints, those were about $20, DIY those. The Velocitech fins, those were about $100. Everyone loves those. The custom front splitter, made that for about $100. Also made a DIY video on that for you guys. The Spoiler King spoiler extension, that was about $125. Don't cheap out though, mine didn't fit right, go to Maxton. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. The wheels, 3-piece SSRs from 3-piece US. Those, I feel like it's wrong to not share with you guys how much I spent on those. I don't, I'll just say it. They were $3,600 for the wheels. And it doesn't stop there. The tires were expensive. I don't remember exactly how much, but add on a few $100 for those. And also had to get them re-drilled, which was another $800 with shipping included. So those were pretty expensive. The Crow Top Widebody kit, $1,000, and I got that on sale. Also, you guys can get a fat discount code if you use my code SimpleBuilds in all caps on their site if you want a widebody Ewer. Hit them up. Those are awesome guys, all the way from Russia. That was $1,000. The widebody dress-up bolts I have yet to put on. Those were about $120. The Mount-Tune shift knob, that was $75. I love that thing. LED street glow, also made a DIY video on that, and how you guys can do that. That was $75. The rear marker tints, that was about $20 from Whoosh. One of the best spots to get all your Fiesta ST parts. Hit me up, Ron, let's work together. And the track decals from trackdecals.com. Those are about $75. So that is pretty much how much I spent on this. Well, let me first tell you, the cosmetic upgrades alone cost $6,580. Yeah, I know, it's crazy to say out loud. That's a lot of money. But you know, this car has been super fun. I got a ton planned for it, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. They got a ton of content. I got a podcast that we just launched. I don't know if I just spoiled that. Hey, there it is. That's the news. Podcast coming soon. Super excited about it. Talk to car creators and you know how we can grow and help you guys grow yours and make it into your career. But without further ado, let's jump into the grand total of this wide-body hybrid turboed, riced out, however you want to call it, Fiesta ST. Absolutely love it. Super fun. Again, we're not done yet. We still got a ton to do. And it's been super sick. I'm taking this build all the way up. The grand total for this, let's get an actual fat drum roll for this, boys. $17,836. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Did I get ripped? Did I pay way too much on this? Once again, we're not done yet. Got a ton of plans for this, and stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you in the next one.